Welcome to Author series, episode number 11. And I cannot believe while looking back at this journey, and while looking back at this journey of Author to Author series and also to the journey of this year. It has been a fabulous journey so far. And with this Author to Author series, I cannot believe that it is already 11th episode. And we are just one more episode away to wrap this up, and also a few more days away to wrap the year. So who knows when the next author will be coming. So stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, we have a very special author today because her book is about lifestyle issues. And her book stands apart, and you'll come to know why. It won't be an exaggeration if I say that today's author lives up to her name. She worships her work without making any bone about it. I surely don't know her personally, but with this journey of book writing, I have witnessed that her worship for growth and learning is impeccable. If I had to give her one compliment, it would be something like this: that you are the silent rock star of the group who doesn't give up till her inner being says a yes, even when it comes to deciding a book cover. So, talking about her book, Lifestyle Liberation by Sri Aalekhya Puja, that sounded grand to me when she came up with this title. And she herself came up with this title. It might have taken a long time, and we will come to know how, why, and what ifs of that behind the scenes when we will be talking with her. And that became my aha moment because there was a lot of brainstorming which went, and I absolutely loved the title. It was just that one click of that, I would say, X factor. uh, so the concept in a book may have glimpses of NLP concepts. However, she has simplified them and broken them, dissected them to the minutest details while taking care of everything has been explained. And she has done it all with the pinch of storytelling. So you'll find a lot of tarka of storytelling in her book. What can I say more? Well, if you want to work on yourself in 2024, go grab her book, Lifestyle Liberation. With that, I welcome Sri Aalekhya Puja to Author to Author series, episode number 11. Hi, Puja. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too.
Hi, audience, and Andarki Namaskaram. In my Telugu language, also, I wish so that there are so many audience who belong to my local region. And namaste to everyone. So, yeah, hi, how are you doing, Hina?
I'm absolutely fine, wonderful, great to see you on board. And the
And
very thing which I want to tell you is congratulations for your book.
thank you so much. And what a superb intro that you have given to me. And I'm like, wow. So, before we start our session, I just have my question. One question I want to ask you is like, you are always available to each and everyone, right? Whenever I just message you on anything, you're available. And I also came to know from the other, my co learners and co writers, I came to know that you're always available to them. Then, how do you do that, Hina? I just want to know. First, I want to know about you. Then, let's get into the
So thank you so much. Uh, Thank you so much, and it's very overwhelming to know that. However, I would just say that this thing that your energy is your enthusiasm towards a project. So it is never a one-way energy which I put into that. It is always from the coach's part also, which gets kind of which amalgamates with my energy, and that gets me going. So if I'm available all the time, I can see your energy, your enthusiasm, your curiosity to learn, which kinds of keeps me on toes all the time. So it is always both sides working together.
Wow, that's amazing. Actually, I really admire you a lot, the way you work, the way you interact with people, and the way you are always available to people. I'm like, as you said, like, I am like a secret person as you introduced me. So it's like I can't be that much available, but the way you are available to each and everyone, it's like I admire it a lot, and I'll definitely take that quality. I'll model that quality from you for sure.
Wow. On the other hand, it might surprise you. I would love to take your quality that you are a silent Chupa Rustam who comes and surprises me every now and then, which generally doesn't happen with me because of my presence everywhere or being a coach. Many of the things are predictable, and for the sake of sharing my joys and sharing others' successes, also I have to keep it open and like an open book. So there are hardly any surprises from my side, but I always love it that uh, you come suddenly and give me a surprise. So it's like you can expect surprises anytime. So
It's like I like surprises, so I love to give surprises.
wow,
Yeah.
amazing. Great. Okay, Pooja. So can I ask you the very first and most interesting question? Because for me, the why really matters.
Hmm.
So what was the inspiration behind this book?
So the inspiration behind this book is like I like living in a very natural way. Natural way of living is like my cup of tea. I would say anything in a natural form, I really look up to it. So that is when I felt like each and every point I just need some guidance. I need like if at all I look up to this, I need some guidance. This there's so many aspects in our life, right? So I felt like each and everything should be taken care. That is when I felt like this is what is required, and liberation, this freedom is what is very much important for me. So I felt like, okay, let me write it. Let me be the guide for someone by writing this book, because I want it. So I actually gathered the information. I've learned so many things. I'm still learning. Even if at all I write liberation 2 also, it is not an ever ending thing, because life is full of learning. It is a continuous process. So I would say like, so that is where it started, and I've learned and I started to write on this.
Brilliant. In fact, I'm very inspired the way, I remember you recently got married, like when the course was on, and in between, if even then you caught up on the course, whatever was left behind. And that I was like, wow, I been there, maybe I could not have done that. I would have left the course. I will
Yes,
do it.
like 4 months course got completed. The last 1 month, I think, in the last assignment, 6 months course, right? So in the last December 17th, I got married last year. So it's like end of the master's course,
Hmm.
NLP course. So after that, after my marriage, I completed the assignment and I submitted. So that is what happened.
That's why I introduced you as somebody who is living up to her name, Puja, which is worship. Okay, Pooja. So let's talk about the cover. Like I know that like how much of brainstorming went behind the scenes. What really, I mean, what was that kind of, I would not say struggle. Uh, how many thoughts came and went, and what was the process like?
We are talking about the name or cover page?
Name.
Name. Name, I think you are. I just keep on sending you the names, if at all you remember. You are coming up with questions, question type of names. Then I also asked my one of my mentors, Nutan, also like, are these okay? Then I asked my spouse. He was telling like, question form, can't it be in a normal form? Then it's like so many things are happening. I was like thinking. Then that is when one day while I'm writing, or I think not even writing, I'm just listening to some other session. That is when I felt like, Array, liberation is what I want, and this is completely based on lifestyle thing. So why don't it be like a lifestyle liberation? It is like L and L. I think this thing Hina will definitely like it. So that is when I have sent you that message saying lifestyle liberation, and you said okay. My spouse said okay. Nutan said okay. I felt happy. It's like wow for me. Like see, everyone got satisfied with it, and I am like first thing that came in my head on my own, I am like super satisfied. In the first place, I am super satisfied. Then it's like everyone are happy, then I am also happy. So that's
Wow.
the way it came out.
That indeed is a very, very catchy name. I must say that, when it came to me, I was like, wow, it was all worth it, because somewhere I started feeling that, I hope like it's going to the right direction, because I'm suggesting, you're suggesting, then I'm suggesting. It was like, merry-go-rounds of suggestions here and there. So we were like kind of, just putting it was like just a tennis court ball, I'm throwing to you.
Yes. True.
This is going to go, and then it was all worth it. So marvelous, I would say marvelously you coined it. Also, like, I also remember, Puja, and especially I have seen that in you, that and I might be wrong, this is just my mind read, that you in giving, like, wherever it is not your work, you are still putting your energies, your efforts, uh, like title and all were my jobs basically to suggest you. Rest was up to you. After all, it is your mental baby. So be it book cover, you had put not just 100% effort is what I saw. It was completely 200% effort. So even though you were vanished from the daily contacts with me, I could see that you used to come up, maybe even if it was a week's gap, you used to come up with so many covers, and then so many things, so many suggestions and all that, and so many things to ask. And that's what, do you think, how much it help you in your journey of being self-reliant, is what I say, what I can say. How much has it helped you in this journey of writing?
So I would say like completing this book. so so when it's like two-way process should be there. I know that you are also dealing with other people as well, so I don't want to like keep on saying, Hina, can we change this that. So instead of like giving burden on you, I felt like let me like liberate. See, that is what I'm writing, that liberation is what is required, even while working or even when I talk or anywhere. I feel that freedom is to be given. So I felt like that is my book. Let me put all my efforts on that in such a way, like okay, let me do my part. I felt like that is also as my work. So I did it and I gave it to you, and you are like on spot. You actually, if at all you liked it, you actually on spot you just said yes to the cover. And cover, Nutan helped me when I designed 2 to 3 4 covers. And then she said like, these are not the right way of doing, and she helped me. Then again I came up to you, and you were like, you said right, the fonts were what you need to look up to. Then again I just worked on it. I don't want to like burden like these things on you, because I know that you are actually available to each and everyone at every minute. Like, you're always available. So I don't want to like burden on you. So I felt like let me do it on my own and learn these things. So it is a great learning for me. While doing all these things, it is a great learning for me.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Such a deep thought and concern. I mean, I'm indebted. However, a coach never gets burdened. I find a lot of pleasure in doing all these things. So that's my, I would say, a positive, or maybe my hidden selfish benefit, that I take everything as a challenge. Even as I mentioned in Tapas's interview as well, that at times I used to get frustrated that why she's not selecting the name, and I used to kind of become a bit strict as well. However, I internally I never gave up, because it's my passion. I love these challenges. If somebody is not getting resonated, like none of the names are resonating, I find it even more pleasurable, I would say happily challenging things, that okay, let me think a bit more, let me rattle my heads a bit more. So that way I'm always on toes.
So if you say on that note, even I would say like selfish note, maybe I'm thinking like this is my first book, so all things should be done by me. That is what came. Maybe that could be the thing.
Yeah, definitely. I can understand. I can relate to that, because yeah, even now, even if it would be my fifth book, but I preferably try to do everything apart from the typesetting and the technical parts. Even if it is a cover, I can get it designed by somebody, but as far as I can do and as far as it is resonating and coming out well, I would rather not go to anybody. I would like to edit, re-edit, and then finally maybe I can give it to beta readers. But that's what, because these are our babies, so I can totally resonate with that. Okay. Pooja, so we move towards question and answer round, where I will be asking you a few questions, which will take you to the flashback of book writing journey. And after that, we'll do a fast rapid fire round. Okay,
Sure.
ready for?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. So describe your book in one line, Pooja.
So before describing my book in one word or one sentence, I would say I'll just give some description. So basically, in our life, we are having four important aspects, that is HRWM: health, relationship, wealth, and M. If at all you want to know M, you should read Lifestyle Liberation. So that is, for timing, I'll say it as a mystery. So these are the four important aspects of our life. So if at all you want to have balance in these four aspects, you can look up to Lifestyle Liberation. And if at all, like you want to create a natural way of living your habits, you have to look up to Lifestyle Liberation. And if at all you want to see yourself talking effectively and in a right way, not only to yourself, to others, then you have to look up to Lifestyle Liberation. And to choose, basically, this is what people don't know. On regular basis, colors are very much important in our life. We need to know what is the right color to choose. So in order to know that, you should choose Lifestyle Liberation. So in one sentence, if at all I say, Lifestyle Liberation would be your go-to book for holistic lifestyle.
Wow, that was a classy introduction. Loved it. Absolutely. Bang on.
Thank you.
Okay, so coming back to the question, your book in one line.
So it is a go-to book or a guide for your holistic living.
Uh-huh. By now, people don't need the one line introduction. I'm very sure of.
If at all I come up with this one sentence again, people might get doubts like what is it, the holistic and all. So that is the reason I gave that intro and I gave this one sentence. So now that clarity will be more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They don't even need the one line introduction now. Okay. Pooja, who is your most favorite author?
So this is the most challenging question for me because whenever I choose any book, so I go based on content rather than author, because I'm like content oriented person. So if the content is good, I'll read it. It doesn't mean that I don't like the author. It is like different people come with different perceptions and different learnings. And I am an avid learner. So whatever is new to me, whatever is actually up to my values or something, I accept it. So I can't choose one author. I would say I am like content oriented person. So I like all the authors whom I read, whom I will read, and whom I read. So I like all of them.
Wow, that's a very pretty insightful perspective on this.
Thank you. Yeah.
I should model this. Okay, Pooja. So, as you said that you already respect so many authors, I'm assuming that whatever books also you have read, you liked all of them. However,
Yes.
are there any one which are always on your mind or always stay on the tip of your tongue that, these were the books which really, really kind of not changed your life, but maybe made a major shift in your mindset or in your thoughts?
So I would say the first self-help book that I have chosen is Who Moved My Cheese.
Okay.
So that would always be in my head because the things which you start first would definitely be in your head. So that is like not to be in the comfort zone. So I always have this in my head. I would not say that as my favorite book or something, because whatever I read, that would become my favorite because I keep on learning from it. So this is like don't be in your comfort zone. That is what I have learned. So I would say Who Moved My Cheese.
Beautiful. Indeed, one of my favorite books for sure. And it has a series as well, right? Now
Yes.
it's a series.
Yes.
Okay, Pooja. So, coming to your writing journey, what was the most challenging part of writing this book?
Okay, the most challenging is this is a self-help book. So basically, if at all you see, all the self-help books would be like do this, do that in that way. I am not coming up like how to start it, how to write, how to go. So I was like thinking how to do it, whether to come with one story in each thing or like narrate everything and come up with one different story. So it's coming in different way. I'm not able to understand like how to actually write it. I have the concept with me. I know what to do. I know how to implement the techniques and all, but it should be connected to the reader. Reader should get connected to the content. That is what is there in my head. So I was just thinking that is when this is the most challenging thing for me. So I was then what came in my head is okay, let me write it in a story way. Let me start like a story and continue in a story way. And this should be like a day-to-day conversations. So I took two friends characters, one friend helping the other friend, so that way the self-help like if at all the reader also gets doubt like what if I'm not able to do, so those questions I just inculcated in one character asking questions and this character is answering. So that way I just wrote a story, so I have overcome this challenge also. So this is the solution that I felt, like day-to-day conversations and also real-time scenarios. People who read it, they feel like this is somewhat related to our real time situation. I think we can get connected and we can implement this in our life. So this is what I felt and I did. I just did it.
Wonderful. In fact, I would consider that as a huge takeaway for all the budding writers or all those who are already there. In fact, including me, like uh, this is what I always feel, and I've in still like an artist and all that. Nothing is original, but how you can be authentic is what really matters, and that's what your book is all about. It may have got so many inspirations from so many concepts or the learnings which
Yes.
acquired over the period of time, but how the way you have presented that in the story format, especially the dialogues going on between two friends, which may seem like just a casual conversation. However, it if you dig deeper, there are a lot many insights, and that's what the book leaves a mark in your head, heart, and soul. So definitely, this approach will take all the authors to places. If you stop thinking that everything else has been written, so what should I write on? You write on the all those things which have already been written. Only thing is that when you write, make sure that you're writing it your way, and
Yes.
that's what really inspired me for your book as well, because that was a very different approach.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Okay, so what was the most exciting part of journey, Pooja?
So exciting part would be the completion of this book, because self-help book is like there is no stop. In the start also I said, right, like lifestyle liberation too, if at all I come up also, like there is no stop. There is always comma for lifestyle changes and learning and all. So in order to complete this book, that completion made me to feel happy, because at least I'm putting one comma for this, right? At least one last page of this book I'm able to do. That is the most exciting journey, exciting thing that happened during this journey.
Wow, that's very wonderful and beautiful, actually. uh, okay, Pooja. So, what was that one limiting belief that you conquered during this journey of book writing?
So one limiting belief. Mm, so I would say like two things came in my head. One thing is like, as a reader, if at all I read and I might get some doubts, right? So I didn't think as a writer. While even while writing also, I was just thinking as a reader. So I had this limiting belief like, where should I look up to when I'm reading a book? So we get different books, and when we get, if at all we are in any class or something, we can ask our teachers or lecturers, whoever is approachable, we can ask them. But when it comes to reading a book, we can't ask anyone. So that is when I felt like, is it not possible? It is not possible to get that. Then I felt like, let me create a Facebook group for this and make people to join to this group, so that like-minded people will get to discuss and also get to see different perceptions different thinking, and also people who can't do these things which were inculcated in this book, they can also ask for alternatives, and these alternatives the group members can actually help them. So, and also the special thing is like I would be the admin for this. Nexus Framer is the admin for this, so I am that admin. So I would be admin, and I can also interact with the readers. Whoever is reading, I can, that author reader connect is also came as a solution for this, and I just created that QR code and kept in the prologue, and also created the link and typed and kept. And before doing that, I asked you also, like, can I do this? And I also get to know who are reading. I get to know who all are reading and all. I asked you, then you said, do it. You said it. So when I got that, then I felt okay. Let me do it, so that I felt that connection will be created. So this is one limiting belief that I had, like I can't have that connection to creating the connection.
In fact, I was loving every step wherever you're coming up with all creative ideas to, that's what creativity is all about. Like you connect the dots and you see how your way works. Because there are many ways, and you can pave your own way as well. And that's what you have been doing with your book journey for sure.
And the second limiting belief I would say, that is
Hmm.
like, as you said, I come up like I don't be that accountable. Like I write it, after 10 days I'll be showing up to you. So that was like my limiting. I would say like I need to learn that, like, to be accountable to the coach, like day to day I should say that this is what I have done. I will be doing, but I'll not report it. I feel like maybe this needs modification, let me do it. After that, let me go to the coach and show it. So this is one thing which is there, and I'm learning. I'm
Wow.
in the learning process.
Wow, that's I can already, like, I could see in the later stages that you were pretty informed, and I knew that you were working because you were coming up with the work. It's just that I was feeling, where has she vanished? So,
Yeah,
but
this is what will happen with me. It's like suddenly I'll vanish, and then suddenly I'll come up. So
that's the beauty of puja.
yeah.
Okay, Puja. So, who was the most happiest person to see your book apart from you yourself and me? Who was that?
So frankly speaking, other than me, you, our batchmates, and my spouse, there's no one who don't know that I'm writing a book.
Oh,
Yeah. And I didn't tell anyone. It's like, see, as I said, I like surprises and I love
hmm.
to give surprises. So I just want this to be as a surprise. My mother, she's having hint, but she even didn't ask me, even I didn't tell, but she's having that hint in her head. So my spouse is like, whenever you write the book, give that book to me. I will be the first person to read it. So he's like that. And after that, when I revealed that I wrote this book, each and everyone are very happy that I wrote a book. They are like on top, on cloud nine, they're more happy than me. So I'm so much grateful to each and everyone. Like when they came to know that I am writing, I became an author, they are feeling very proud of me. So I am so happy for that.
Wonderful.
So
That's
my
very
surprise worked.
indeed. Indeed. It worked on me as well. I was surprised every time whenever you were coming with the ideas.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, Pooja. So, one last question before we move to the rapid fire, which is, what is your new empowering belief about writing or about your journey of writing?
So empowering belief is like we can write anything. Just we need to present it. There is nothing like it's your own content or something. It's like actually whatever I wrote, it is from the learnings from every source. Okay, I have joined this NLP, that is Neuro-Linguistic Programming. That is where I have learned from Pavan sir and Manos sir. Have inculcated that in this book. Then I have learned naturopathy. During COVID time, I follow naturopathy thing. Then I followed a Sattvic workshop. There I have learned some things. I inculcated that in this book. Then I've learned colors from Nutan, and I'm still learning. It is in the process. So those things I have inculcated in this book. And presentation got changed. So one belief I would say is like, you have all the resources, just utilize it in a beautiful way and you add your flavor. That is what I would say. So it's not like copying or something. It's like everything is available everywhere. It's just you need to add your flavor and present it. So this is one powerful belief that I got after writing this book.
Beautiful, actually very wonderful. Okay, so we move towards the fast rapid fire, which I call this and that. You have to choose one of the options. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Pooja. What do you prefer or what do you like more, writing or editing?
Writing.
Okay. Editing or marketing?
Editing.
Okay. Blog writing or story writing?
Blog writing or story writing? Story writing for time being, because I am like, I have written the story and all. Blog writing, I will learn and then I will say blog writing as well.
Beautiful. Story writing or novel writing?
Story writing or novel writing? Still, I have to learn novel writing and all. So, story writing.
Okay. Okay. Choose between novel writing or non-fiction writing.
Novel writing and non-fiction. See, I do like novel writing again is for me like non-fiction only. So, if you're asking novel writing or non-fiction, both are like same to me. So, I would say non-fiction.
Okay.
Because when I'm telling this, that means there is something which I need to learn. So after learning, I'll get that clarity. So for time being, I know what is non-fiction. So I would choose non-fiction.
Wonderful. Very deep. Okay, Pooja. So, what would you prefer to write? Thriller or romantic fiction?
Thriller.
Okay, that's like me.
Because surprises, right? I like surprises. So I want that thriller thing. So I even want to see whenever there is one thriller movie or something, I actually predict very easily. So if at all I write, how it goes, because predicting is okay, but when I'm writing, how am I writing and how people are going to predict it, I just want to know. So I just want to work on that thriller thing.
Beautiful. Okay, so what would you prefer to write? Mythology or crime fiction?
Mythology or crime fiction? Crime fiction, I'm not that confident on that domain. So mythology is what I have learned since my childhood. I would
Mhm.
re-narrate it. I don't know whether I'll be writing it or something, but I would re-narrate it in such a way that it is now means how it can be worked in day-to-day life in today's society, how we can inculcate those learnings, that mythological learnings, because there are some outdated learnings also which we are still following. So I would say I would just update it and I would just give it as a learning.
Wow, revolutionary. Okay, so autobiography or self-help book? What do you prefer to write?
So this is a self-help book which I wrote. So second would be, as I said, that non-fiction book. Then third, I said I'll be writing one thriller.
Wow.
Then fourth would be, and if at all I write all this, maybe someone will be coming and asking me for autobiography. So,
Yes,
so
definitely. Definitely. Okay. So, Pooja, I am not asking you the next question because I already know that you are an avid learner. So, if I ask you this, that whether you want to learn more or, of writing or want to do it by yourself, I'm very sure that you are a learner for life. So, we are skipping that and we are going to my favorite question. WRITERNAAMA or Hina?
WRITERNAAMA or Hina? Mm, what is this question, yaar? So difficult question you're asking. I would say Hina, and I would say WRITERNAAMA as well.
Wow.
Both.
So, It became both.
Yes, both.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And before we wrap it up, I would ask you or request you to give a message to the audience.
So, message to the audience would be like try to maintain that rapport with like-minded people. So that is the reason I follow this type of learning. So you get to learn easily, you get to clear your doubts easily. So that is the reason even I inculcated that group, Facebook group, in my book in the prologue. So I would say try to maintain that rapport with your community members. And I would like to give a special thanks to Tapaswini, Nirupama, Archana, you and all. Tapaswini is the one, when I was writing, Tapaswini is the one who declared saying that Puja will do it. And I came to know it later. I was just, then someone said, like, Tapaswini already said that you will be doing it even if you are silent also. See, in the last day, she'll be coming up and showing you the book. So that made me to feel more confident. And Nirupama, if you ask, we were like talking to each other while doing the work. So she was I was like talking to her. We both were actually watching the recordings that you actually did for us. So we were watching it and we discussed so many things. And Archana is very close to me, so she's the one. Like, she keeps on talking to me. So these I would like to mention these people. And I would also like to mention Teji, who actually played a very major role in my life. So thank you to each and everyone. So Teji is the one who introduced me to Nutan, so my life got changed. So, and a very very special thanks to Mano sir, Pavan sir, and Hina. You three were the best mentors. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I would say, like, I got to learn a lot from you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you so much, everyone, for joining this beautiful conversations with Pooja. And I got to know a lot more about her, and many things I will keep in mind. So definitely so delighted to have you on board. Thank you for sparing time, Pooja, for being on Author to Author series. And thank you once again to the audience. And we'll meet again in the next and the last episode of Author to Author series. Thank you.
Thank you.